Okay, we're getting melee mids. Look, again, leaning into some of the flexibility of a player like Doinby is so incredible for a system where we have Fearless. I saw that Shanji gave up part of the wave, wasn't able to actually contest. He's not actually using the teleport either, so he's saving the summoner spell.
So now Milky Way looking for a gank. PP got forced to flash away. Aki in the area to try and make sure that PP God will be able to escape. And the red buff actually doing maybe some body blocking here for Milky Way. Tangyuan now has to flash away. Zenith Blade connects onto Milky Way, who all of a sudden is potentially targeted here. That is going to be Doinby flashing on top of him. That's first blood picked up for NIP. The skirmishing early on is working very well for the red side.
But without them finding the kill bottom lane, they don't even bother to go for the dragon, recognizing that there's a dive that's going to be happening onto top lane. Xiaoshu gives up the wave, did hit level 6, but I mean, I think the reinforcements are just too late. Doinby's going to be here. Tangyuan eventually will be able to make his way over.
It's all 4. It's only 4 here right now, though. Here comes the ultimatum and lands here onto Aki, as he will get hooked up here by Niket as well. Is there enough damage? The Riptide comes through. Aki should be able to escape, but the last tick of the Ignite will take him down. The full bullet time lands onto Niket, as he'll get traded 1 for 1, but RNG get NIP's jungler and shut the Nidalee down. They have control of those first spawn of grubs, and they still did not take away that dragon. They sent a lot of resources down towards the bottom side.
Walk this guy, walk
flashing forward for a shot, will connect, and Shanji just goes a little bit too far, and RNG's bot laner getting on the board here.
To find that, but I think that the cost might be a little too much. The next 3.5 minutes, you're going to be playing Jhin with no flash versus a Pantheon, Leona, and a Gragas. But I think his last 1.5 years, especially coming off of that OMG run with Cream and the rest of the gang, his side laning and some of his team fighting hasn't been up to snuff. And
man, look at the bullet time damage. RNG's Milky Way almost taken down to 0 from full HP there.
Such a strong position here, Graves, and it's small moments of hope here for RNG that have looked great, but other than that, hasn't been. I mean, is this real?
They're going for the play on PP God down to 200 HP, but here comes going through the Grand Starfall. PP God at 100 HP. Jachi just trying to throw out the bullet time, or sorry, the curtain call, but Lee flashes in front of that first shot and will be able to pick up the kill. That is kill number 3, and that first feed of strength.
Leave no flash, so I'll be looking to see if RNG are able to actually punish that, or if that's going to be a summoner spell that goes unchecked.
Seems like right now NIP are everywhere on the map before RNG are. Like, it doesn't matter where it is. It seems like they're top lane and bot lane at the same time. You see right there that Milky Way was able to steal away 1 of the grubs before Aki took the rest. So big control in that grub department. Really nice explosive cast from Shanji, who is going to try to make up for his sins of that solo kill earlier. Doinby with the Comet Spear picks up kill number 2.
All right, guys. So we picked the Camille into the Camille blind. We got owned. Happens. We knew that the Gragas was there. It was going to be a flex, but not a matchup that we were kind of comfortable with.
Lands the knockup onto 2. Bullet time does come out though and forces RNG to escape, using these ultimates beautifully here in this second game. And RNG seem like they're trying to go for plays, but really aren't able to capitalize too much on anything so far.
Well, with 5 grubs and with where Pantheon in this game does not get much easier for RNG. Those grubs are going to do so much damage, and they even have a demolish on what I'm expecting is going to be Leona.
Been able to capitalize on the counter jungling ever since then. So right now, Aki in a great spot. He's definitely been outplaying Milky Way so far early in this series, and that was a player that we were excited to watch here for RNG. Now we head down to the bottom lane with the dragon spawning in just 15 seconds. Solar Flare comes out, lands on a Tangyuan, but he's able to buffer nicely with the Fate Sealed. Really nice Stranglethorn to try to buy some time, and PP God goes too far forward, and RNG get 1 kill on the overextension.
Those are my ninjas of pajamas. There's the classical random mid bot lane death coming in. PP God in the squad. Oh. Sorry, guys. You just stayed a little too far up. And find Niket.
Going to cancel a little bit of damage, but will go down rather easily. Now Doinby stuck in a bit of a weird spot here. We'll try to flash on a Milky Way. Here comes the curtain call, though. 1 shot doesn't land. The second shot will, though. On to Doinby and take him down. Teleport comes from Xiaoshu. Now Aki could be the one in trouble. The sweep lands here onto the Nidalee, and the Deadly Flourish does as well. Xiaoshu finally using that Hextech ultimatum to take Aki down, and RNG get a boatload of kills in the bottom lane.
He's going to be back up in a second here. He doesn't have the ultimate. No one's able to contest from Ninjas in Pajamas. It'll just be their first dragon of the game at 15 minutes.
So we thought this was very, very NIP favored.
Lose a lot more from this trade than maybe they would have wanted as we come back to live.
He got going so aggressive throughout the entirety of this game. Jachi kind of on the other side of the fight right now. Milky Way getting bursted down by the bullet time, but not able to be taken down all the way to 0. Thomas Spear just short.
Heavy jungle that usually requires resources. You want to be able to get gold into your back pocket. This is just not the way for you right now, and RNG are hurting. Really, the only people that have been able to stabilize themselves are this bottom lane. Jiachi and Tongyuan have been doing pretty fine for themselves.
In just over 2.5 minutes.
I feel right now, Grapes, as we're waiting for Dragon. Oh, wait a minute, we got a team fight.
Yeah, there's a fight. As PPGod just refuses to back away any single time. The burn from the Leandries will finally take him down, but Doinby coming in with the Grand Starfall. Comet Spear doing a lot of damage. Finally, Milky Way will drop, and that is Aki picking up Niket as well. It's a 2-for-1 extended trade. Tong Yuan forced to go back as well.
Turrets falling here, and Doinby on this Pantheon is just providing so much utility. He can be in anywhere on the map. I was gonna say we have like a certain moment of like happiness and extreme sorrow because I get to finally see someone play with the synchronized souls, and especially now with feats of strength enabled, being able to get across the map incredibly easy.
Milky Way, he's dead.
And Milky Way, we come back to live, and he is dead. Some of that is starting to show just a little bit here.
Yeah, he's not really been able to farm basically the whole game. You can see right now Aki 50 CS ahead of Milky Way, as well as 2 levels. We'll have to look at the replay in the pit, but it just
he just walked into his jungle. You made the
how
cardinal sin of
dare
his
you.
enemy jungle.
How dare you walk into the enemy jungle?
How dare you walk into your
Or to
raptor,
your own
into your
jungle,
wolves,
yeah.
man. Come on, dude. Show some respect. RNG, they want to fight, man. They said, look, we can't keep losing, but
looking a little desperate right now as Niket flashes for the depth charge and still is unable to connect anything more than just the ult. Shanji will get targeted here by the ultimatum, but a really nice explosive cast will take Zhao Shu down. Going to be Tong Yuan with landing that Fate Seal, but not much more. It is 2 more kills in favor of NIP.
It's looking very doomed here for RNG. That has just not been the case here as we are Pantheon ulting to... Okay, guys. Come on.
Cannot let Milky Way walk into his own jungle. Once again, going to get stunned up. Bullet time is flashed away from, and now NIP use a lot of their cooldowns. It could maybe be in a bit of trouble, but the answer is actually no. Aki picking up another kill onto Niket, who's had a bit of a tougher game this time around.
Who can do anywhere within like an 11 to 1500 range, and Pantheon just says, if you're on the map, I can probably hit you this time. So objective is going to go down. RNG do have a timer here that they can look for. Shashu does have teleport, and he did push in this wave, but
Milky Way caught out once again, this time by Shanji on the body slam. Going to flashing forward, Stranglethorns only to delay the inevitable, which has been Milky Way's death every single time these two teams have clashed here in Game 2. Jiaoshi will pick up the Tier 2 as a bit of a consolation prize, but NIP are pushing down bot. They could even look for a Tier 3.
RNG have been really focused on side laning and making sure that they're split mapping across their opponents to get away if you get caught on a side lane. So if they had been a little bit quicker on the trigger to go for these, maybe they find Doinby.
Jiaoshi looking to try to finish things off here. There's the Hextech ultimatum. Fate Seal does not connect. Doinby surviving for so long. They will finally take him down, but at what cost? Bullet time comes out, Nikek bursts down, Tong Yuan finally bursts down the turret, but it is not a good death here for the Yone as 3 of his teammates will fall, as well as the Otacon going NIP's way. So many wards, and looks like RNG really have no control. You can see they send both of their soul laners down to the bottom side to try to deal with Shanji, while on the other side, their bot lane is just getting targeted by 4 members of Ninjas in Pyjamas. Niket will once again be the sacrificial Nautilus as they do get a turret on the backside, but it might cost them their lives as here comes the rest of NIP. Xiaoshu trying to at least just clear the wave. Bit of a bounce moment here on this bottom side as he knows his fate is inevitable, allowing for the rest of his team to escape at the very least. Maybe getting a little bit of chip damage here onto Shanji as Xiaoshu is continuing to run the wrong way and will eventually go down.
Look, I think against lower end teams, if we were looking at not necessarily an NIP here in the group, maybe you're going up against another... Oh, Jachi's mechanics are too clean this game. I feel bad for him, man.
Unfortunately, too much crowd control on the Leona, yeah.
He literally has perfect... He has Captain Jack cleanses, and the game doesn't even matter. Oh, no.
Hey, it's a good sign for maybe the rest of the series if he's able to get in a better position later.
RNG Split 2 is going to be a beast, man. Run. they are showing that they are at least playing the map and trying to cross-map for objectives instead of forcing for fights and over-forcing for objectives that they just have no business of matching for. So at least RNG showing some cerebral play behind the mask.
Missions here in the LPL, and it's looking like that is more and more of a possibility as they are looking poised to go undefeated in their group.
Which is really impressive.
Right here, as that is a lot of cooldowns used to just burn a couple of flashes. Xiaoshu getting bursted down against Leave, will probably die in the 1v1 as he does, as Doinb dashes down to the back line, trying to finish off this game here for NIP. It's a 2-man Fate sealed here for Tong Yuan, but he will drop it regardless. It's a double kill for Leave, a 2-man body slam coming in from Shanji, and a much more dominant game number 2 victory here for Ninjas in Pyjamas, as they put themselves to match point and are looking to run away with first place in Group D.
Wow, 12,000 gold. We didn't get, unfortunately, the Jungle Flame Horizon, but just like you said, not enough game time and not enough camps for NIP.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.